Man. Tonio knows boxing. What's going on? It's your boy Tonio back here with another video. And right now we're finna talk about Oleksandyr Usyk and Daniel Dubois. Now, in my opinion, guys, I never thought this was gonna be a close fight to begin with. A lot of people were hyping up Daniel Dubois. He just beat AJ. He beat Filip Hrgović. He beat Big Baby Miller. And last time he fought Usyk. He had the low blow. If that was ruled a clean punch, Usyk would have been stopped and Daniel Dubois would have been undisputed champion. I got it. I get it. I get all of it, right? But here's the thing. All right, we're gonna talk about it. Oleksandyr Usyk is the best boxer pound for pound in the world, hands down. There's nobody. You got the top three that's undisputed. You got Oleksandyr Usyk, in a way, Bud. However you want to rank him, you have to put Usyk number one. I have in a way 2, Bud 3 to me. But let's talk about it, guys. Oleksandyr Usyk made this look easy against Daniel Dubois. There was never a moment in the fight where he looked flustered, where he wasn't calm, and where he wasn't dominating the fight. It was from round 1 to round 5. It was easy Oleksandyr Usyk, and I had it 4-0. I think there was one round, I think the third round, I think you could have gave to Dubois, but in my opinion, there was nothing going on for Dubois, right? And to be honest, I did a video when I used to do my predictions, which I'm gonna bring back. I'm not gonna do them for Saturday's fights. These fights coming Saturday, but I will be doing them in the future. But if you look at my video a while back, like when I did a preview and I went back and watched their fights, nothing Daniel Dubois did wows me, bro. Like he's not that good of a boxer. Like, don't get me wrong, right? Let me not say he's not a good boxer. He's a good boxer, but he's not on Usyk's level, or that level for that matter. If you go look back at that fight, I thought I had Usyk by stoppage, and Usyk wasn't stopping nobody at that time at heavyweight. And he came out and stopped Dubois off jabs. Yes, you can say the low blow or whatever, but what nobody ever talks about is, okay, Usyk got up. What happened after? Dubois got dominated. He got dominated before the low blow, and he got dominated after. The only part we talk about is that low blow, in which I get, yes, it was a clean punch to me. But what happened after and what happened before? He was getting dominated. There was nothing that was going to change this fight. He was going to get dominated again. And, you know, a lot of people say Daniel Dubois is a quitter. If you go look back at the Joe Joyce fight, you know, his eye, I don't think he quit. I think his eye really was bothering him. And as you guys know, it was a serious injury with his eye. You can go look back at pictures. I'm not going to put it in because, you know, YouTube might. But whatever. And he took a knee. Cool. Against Usyk, that was a quitter. The one against Usyk, the first fight. Off the jabs, the pressure, I guess he just got flustered and he took a knee again. Now they were questioning his heart. And then against Big Baby Miller, stops him. Against Filip Hrgović, I had Filip Hrgović winning at first. And then Dubois weathered the storm and then stops Filip Hrgović, which is a great win. He was undefeated at the time, coming off a Big Bang Zang victory. And then he beat Anthony Joshua, who's one of the biggest names in the sport. One of the best heavyweights of the past 10 years, the past decade. So, you know, a lot of people's like, hey, Daniel Dubois, you better watch out, Usyk. And the odds were close. I didn't think the betting odds were so close. So I immediately put Usyk. I should have put by a knockout. But, you know, with Usyk, you never know if it's going to be a knockout or not. But, yeah. I don't know what made people think this fight was gonna be close. Oleksandyr Usyk isn't a man. He just dominated Fury for 24 rounds. Y'all thought Daniel Dubois was gonna come in here and knock him out? Cut it out. Now, the only way Daniel Dubois, in my mind, could have won this fight is if he came out the way he did against Anthony Joshua. Which, when he came out against Anthony Joshua, he came out guns blazing. But here's the difference: Oleksandyr Usyk ain't Anthony Joshua by any means necessary. They're two completely different fighters. Usyk is smart, calculated. He's got a style that's hard, that Ukrainian style where he's got his lead hand up high, he's bouncing, he's probing and jabbing. He's feigning. It's crazy to figure out. Anthony Joshua is looking for one shot. He's big, he's about the same size as Dubois. Like, they're about the same height. They're both strong and muscular. Usyk is the complete opposite, and Anthony Joshua is he's slower. He's slower than Usyk and Dubois. So it was totally different. Dubois came out with Joshua and he outpunched him. With Oleksandyr Usyk, it's a thinking game. You can't just come in here with Usyk and outthink Usyk, and you can't dictate the pace with Usyk. Usyk is always gonna dictate the pace, even though he's smaller. He's gonna dictate the pace and do what he wants to do ultimately, and you're just gonna have to go at his pace unless you crack him. In which a lot of people thought Dubois was gonna crack him or go to the body. That's been a thing, that Usyk is weak to the body, and there was one shot in the fight where Usyk did complain about a low blow, and it was low. It was the same shot that he landed, but this time it was low. It was underneath the belt. But Usyk is a phenomenal fighter that you have to think against, and Dubois came out and he was trying to punch in the first couple of rounds, and Usyk was weathering the storm. He showed great angles getting out the way of Dubois' punches, and in around round 4, if you just look at Dubois' feet, he was stationary, man. He was stationary, and he was frustrated. He didn't know what to do. And at that point, I felt him giving up. And he tried to land some shots, and it wasn't even one shot that landed. And then he tries to go for the finish, and then bam, Usyk didn't even crack him. Like, you don't have to crack Dubois to put him down. You just have to frustrate him. That's what it seems like. And I'm not trying to hate on Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is a good boxer, but I never saw the hype around him being a amazing, like, the next heavyweight great. Like, to me, that's Moses Atama, you know? I even thought Jared Anderson. I even think it's going to be crazy to say, especially because we haven't seen Jared in a while, and the last time we did, it looked crazy. And Jared's defense, I don't know. I think that's more of a conversation with Jared Anderson, right? Not Oleksandyr Usyk. Like, he got outclassed, outpunched, out everything, and I thought it was gonna be that way. I didn't see anything in the first fight that would have made the second fight any different. But with that being said, Oleksandyr Usyk has an amazing resume at heavyweight. He beat Anthony Joshua twice easily, Fury twice easily, and Dubois stopped both times. So, and you know, there's been a lot of talk with the Usyk. Is he an all-time great heavyweight? Is he top 10? I don't know about top 10. I don't know about he's not better than Ali all-time, right, as a heavyweight. But he is an all-time great in itself, just boxing, you know, because what he did at cruiserweight. At heavyweight, I would say he is an all-time great heavyweight, but I don't know about top 10. Because it is a short sample size. But the names that he does have, you know, Fury, Joshua, he's got everybody. He just doesn't have Wilder. But, you know, at this point, we don't want to see that. That would be ugly. But in my opinion, I think Joseph Parker should be next for Oleksandyr Usyk. And if Usyk can get past that, I don't have anything else to say. Usyk he's done everything. He's 38. He'll be 39 soon. He's the best boxer in the world right now, and it's not that close. But now I will say, if Terrence Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, that spot goes to Terrence Crawford. But as of right now, Oleksandyr Usyk is the best boxer in the world. He dominated Daniel Dubois just like I thought he would, just like he did in the first fight, and it was easy work. It was just easy work from the beginning to the end. It was easy work. It was a great weekend of boxing. We had Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios, which I covered. If you haven't watched that video, I did a video on that. Go watch that. We had Bam Rodriguez versus Cafu. If you guys don't know, Bam Rodriguez is one of my favorite boxers. He got a stoppage against Cafu, and now he's a unified champion. We had Timzu Fundora. We had Pitbull Cruz. We had Amma Williams, Amari Jones, Diego Pacheco, Joet Gonzalez, Brandon Figueroa, Gary Russell Jr., Mark Masigo. We had a lot of boxing on, and I hope you guys got to catch some of it. I'm only gonna do videos on Usyk, Dubois, and Pacquiao Barrios. I'm not gonna do a video on the Bam fight because I'm gonna cover Bam when he fights on the November 22nd card, and I'm also going to make a video on Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. I know it's been a while, but I'm gonna get there. Just bear with me. But yeah, like I said, Usyk stopped Dubois. Best boxer in the world. You guys let me know if you thought it was gonna be any different or if it's what you expected. Tonio Knows Boxing, we out.